One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and will get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Scarlet Knights offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Allen. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The UConn offense goes back to work. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got his man, makes the grab. UConn will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Send the tight end in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Out of the gun, the inside give. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Slams it ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over BYU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Huskies moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
At the 33-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, UConn!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Wants to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Martin.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He'll pull it down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Splits the uprights. Good. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught. It's Porter. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Fires to the big fella. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Houston. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Firing deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
The Scarlet Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Going to the running game. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this
Lofts one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Breaks into the open. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the tight end. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick strike complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Scarlet Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And that one will give them the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. Gonna run it. It's Blue. Breaks the tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UConn going back to work on offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. He'll start this drive going to the air, looking to buy time. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides to back on the option to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Duff. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Touchdown, Rutgers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
35. UConn, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. throws for the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. He'll sneak in and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. UConn quick to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold it.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late. Man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back to the court. DB trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the ground, it's Blue. There he goes. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Snagged in the middle. It's Boston. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Look out, he's got room. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Brings up 4th down.
He'll run for it. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, UConn! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point was good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Hawaii.
Wants to throw on first down.
The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Pulls it in. It's Houston. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On the run, it's Blue. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UConn going back to work on offense. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll run for it on third and short. Plows through the defense. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the back. Ran through the contact. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. A hostile environment.